Good morning, boys and girls. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to ya. How you doing today? Did you get out of bed and go say, "Hi, Mama, I love you so much," or "Hi, Grandma, I love you so much," and give hugs all around? When you get out of bed in a happy mood, oh, that makes a big difference for everybody. Believe it. I want you today to do your calendar, and I want you to go through your brand new Bible verse, be strong and courageous. And I want you to go through all of your God words, and I want you to go through the sign language too. You can look back on yesterday's video and see what the sign language is for all of those God words that we did. After you do that, boys and girlies, you can do your journal page for 15 minutes, writing and then coloring a beautiful picture. And then after you've done that, you're going to do some writing, and it's going to look a little bit different today, and I wish I had a picture of it for you this week, but I don't. But it's going to be a sheet of paper. Actually, it's 4 sheets of paper, but the one that you're going to use for today is a sheet of paper that has all of the uppercase letters dotted out. So your job is to write your name at the top, always the same. First, write your name. And then I want you to trace over each letter and then make one of your own. So trace over letter A and then make your own. Make it correctly. I'm going to be looking to make sure all of those letters are sitting right on top of that foot line. And these capital letters are all going to bump up to the headline. So make sure you do your work slowly and carefully and very, very nice and neat, okay? Remember, slow and steady wins the race. So I want you to make sure that you go slow and steady and do your best job. Even if you've got something really fun that you're wanting to move on to, your job is to do some of these worksheets to get you ready for kindergarten. These things that I'm giving you are not just for fun, and they're not just to fill your time and keep you busy. They are to get your brains and your heart and even your fingers ready for kindergarten. So this is important work we'd be doing at school. And so since we're not at school, you need to do it from home. Okay? So don't fuss with the adults in your family that are saying, "I don't want to do it." Because guess what? Each week, you are having pictures taken of all of your work. I've got some friends that almost all of my friends are sending in pictures. And so I can see that those friends are getting their work done. But I've heard from a couple mamas that have said that their little boy or little girl don't really want to get their work done. So, get it done. Let them take a picture and send it to me so that I can see that you worked and that you are ready to go to kindergarten. If we were at school, like I said, I'd have all of your papers and I'd get to see everything, and I'd get to tell Miss B that you were ready for kindergarten. But since I can't see your real papers, that's why I have to have pictures of your work. So get your work done and don't fuss about it. Please? For me? And your mom and dad and grandmas and grandpas? Okay. It would just make life much easier if you would just get your work done. All right. There's lots of fun stuff too. So you're going to trace and write your uppercase letters this week or today. And then you're also going to have another sheet of paper in your packet that has the numbers 1 through 5 dotted out. And then you just trace over the 1 and make a 1. Trace over the 2 and make the 2. You can make as many as you want, but make it at least 1 after the ones that you see on the sheet that's provided for you. We've got a dot-to-dot sheet for you today. Dot-to-dot sheets help your hands and your eyes work together. This one doesn't look like a hard one. I think you can probably figure out what it is before you even do the dot-to-dot. Always start with either the A, if it's letters, or the number 1, if it's numbers. But, oh boy. some switching. On this one, you're going to start with the letter A. Do you see the star there at the top? And then you got to follow along, and it's kind of tricky because you're going to want to go one direction, but that might not be correct. So you've got to really look at it carefully. So here's the A. And this one seems pretty close, but that's the letter Z. Z does not come after the letter A. You're going to need to think. A, B, find the B, and then the C, and then the D, and on and on and on until you finish the picture, and I want you to color it in so I can see it, okay? Thank you. After you've done that, I want you to play with your blocks for 15 minutes, at least. I've been seeing some really great block creations. And then I want you to play. There's a little teeny bottle of bubbles that you got in your activity sack last week, and that's for today. I want you to go outside and blow some bubbles. Now, if you already used those up, that's okay. You can use any bubbles. I just want you to go outside and have some fun blowing bubbles because that's something we would be doing at school. And then Mrs. Smith reminded me of this. She said, have you gone through the ABC cards with the boys and girls? And I said, no, I haven't. She said, well, you should do that. Get on that, Mrs. Peters, because not only do you need to know what the letter names are, but you also need to know the sounds they make. And you boys and girls are really good at these. Remember, this was one, I brought them home. This was one of the fun things that we do at school. I loved it when we did this. And there would be people walking by our room down the hallway, and they would always stop and listen to you the way that you said the sounds. Now remember, we're super duper picky about the sounds that you make. Remember how sometimes I'd have to stop you and say, uh-oh, we got to do that one again. Because this is what's going to help us become really good readers. When you see those letters and you know the correct sounds that they make. So, are you ready? Here we go. A for apple. B for bear. C for cat. D for dog or duck. I always wanted to say dog. And that one works too, but this is a picture of a duck. Don't say duh, duh, duh. Just make the sound. Duck. E for elephant. F for fish. G for goat. Goose. This one's a goose. H for horse. I for iguana. J for jump. K for kangaroo. I don't want to hear anybody saying kangaroo. It's kangaroo. L for lion. M for mouse. N for noodle. Are you hungry yet? O for octopus. P for pig. Q for queen. R for rooster. S for seal. T for tiger. U for umbrella. Oh no. V for volcano. Makes my lips tickle. W for worm. X for x-ray. Y for yo-yo. And Z for Zebra. How'd you do? Now, I don't want you cheating. I want you to make sure you make those letter sounds correctly. And you can even tell Mom and Dad and Grandmas and Grandpas the right sound we're supposed to make those when it's just the letter all by itself. Sorry. Then I want you to do your daily things, like snuggle like the good book, make your bed and clean up your messes. I want you to move, and I want you to pray. Get it? Got it? Good.